I did a small welding job for a local engineering company recently, and in payment they gave me a nice new 2mm parting blade in a packet of tips. I haven't had a inserted parting blade for quite some time because I couldn't get inserts for the blade I was using. I put the blade in the holder and it works very well, but it could work a lot better. One of the most important things to do with parting off, in fact any machine work, is rigidity. It needs to be all nice and rigid with no flex. You can see here the strongest part of this tool post is right in the centre. Now the cutting tip of that tool is a long way away from the centre, so all this overhang here is not good. The more overhang you have, the more chance of flex. I know it looks rigid and strong, but believe me, it does flex. Ideally, this parting tool wants to be in as close as possible to the tool holder. What I have got is this big parting blade holder, which I think what I'm going to do is machine a dovetail in there so it goes directly onto the tool post. I can get away by taking half of this off basically and then putting a dovetail in, so it's going to be sitting right in close basically there, so it's going to more than half the overhang I've got between the tip of the tool and the centre of the tool post. So I'll do some measurements and we'll go about cutting this up, making it a better fit or making it a much more rigid affair than what I've been using in the past. That's the dovetail that we're going to replicate. So if I line up the face of the dovetail and the face of there, you see I can remove that much straight away. Just take that off, then put the dovetail in there and it's going to bring it really close. Make sure it's nicely down on the parallel, which it is. I don't need to take it the full length. I need to take 8mm off. I think it's 70mm. Leaving a little bit extra on makes no difference. In fact, the more metal, the more bulk it's got, actually the better it is. I've machined these before and some of them are hard, some of them aren't hard. That one doesn't feel too bad. It's filing quite easily, so it must be reasonably soft. You hear the noise that makes compared to the noise it makes on a parallel, on the vice jaw. You hear it's a lot softer. I'm going to use a 10mm carbide cutter to take it off because I haven't actually got a wide cutter that's good enough to do the job. Nice new carbide cutter, 10mm one. That's a 1.5mm cut. I'm going to put some water on with it. Nice new water. Actually cleaned the tank out and put some new water on. It was rather nasty in there. I've marked out the position of the slot. Obviously I can work out its length using a diode to get it absolutely spot on. It needs to be to a depth of 10.5mm, then we'll put the dovetails in. As long as I don't go any further than that line, the dovetail will be fine in that position there. I'm not going to put it in the centre because the tool holder is a lot longer than the standard tool holders I've been using. I've kind of copied off that one, plus a little wee bit. So you can see that's the width of the dovetail there, at least a slot, 10.5. Then I have got a dovetail cutter to put the dovetails in with. I've touched the cutter off and it's just touching the line there now, so I'm going to bring this bed stop along. Which means it can't go any further that way. And I'm going to take it to the other side and I'm going to stop about a mil before the line, put the other stop in. Then it means we can machine the slot to depth and just finish off the length on this end on the last few cuts. So I can't physically make the slot too long because it hits the dead stops there. I've zeroed the DRO axis for the depth, so now we can carry on, machine the slot in and then put the dovetail in hopefully. This is an 8mm cutter, it's a cheap and cherry Banggood cutter, but to do the job. I'm going to try for a 1mm cutter first and see what that feels like. That's no problem. We'll do 2 and we'll put some fluid onto it. Just check the line's still there, which it is. And it's stopping just before the line. Right, we'll have a little measure where I can see that's definitely inside the finished dimension. 36.4 is the size it needs to be, and that's 35. So we'll carry on down to a depth of 10mm. That's the climb milling there where it's pulling into the tool, and that's conventional milling where you're pushing the work into the direction of rotation. It's taking 2mm at a time, so it's still not too bad. Right, the slot's now at full depth. I need to make it to the right length. So I've zeroed the vernier. We need 1.3 out of there. It's 1.3 smaller than it needs to be. So we'll take 1.3 off that face. What I'm going to do actually is loosen the stop off and just clean that up with one more cut, then measure it again. I'm going to take a very light cut off that face there just to square it all up. Better. Right, measure it again. Right, 1.3. I haven't taken much off there. We'll now loosen the bed stop off on this side and touch it off. Right, 0 it, measure it again. Right, now it's 0.9 of a mil. If we go, there's 0.3. And 6. We'll put the water back on. Measure it again. Point 3 needs taken out of it. It's actually got a better finish on that one than it has that one. It didn't make a great deal of difference because most of it gets machined away anyhow. Point 2. Right, so that's the slot now out of size. Now it's interesting about I'm going to put the dovetail in. I've just got enough clearance on the height of the jaws of the vise. That's the cutter I'm going to use. It's a homemade cutter made by a lad called Randy Richards, a YouTube lad. He made that and sent it to us. It's even got my name on somewhere. There you go, John Doubleboost. We'll have the cutter slightly raised off the bottom. So we're just cutting the dovetail, not the base material. And we'll set that up and then do a bit more measurements and go from there. Okay, so I'm going to touch the cutter off. Which is there. I'm going to drop that down 0.1 of a mil, just so it's got a little bit of clearance, and then lock the table off like that. Table locked off for height. I've definitely got enough clearance on the vise jaws. I mean, just clearance is clearance. I need to know how far I need to make the slot wide. I have the width to the bottom of the dovetail, so we'll do a little bit of measurement, a bit of calculation, and then do a bit of cutting.